throughout its league area. We pay our respects to all First Nations people and acknowledge elders past, present and emerging. Welcome to Before the Game, brought to you by The Professionals, Murray Bridge.
Alex Button here, joined by Sprock Shencher.
Yeah, Alex.
And for one of the arguably the biggest days of the home and away season, Court Norris Cup Day, the two big rivals, Ramblers versus Imperials here at Le Mesurier Oval. And Sprock, big day for both clubs, yeah?
It always is, isn't it? Yeah, the Court Norris Cup goes back to a bit of history now, and it's been very well fought amongst the two teams. It doesn't matter where they are on the table. It's a bit like the showdown in Adelaide, isn't it? It doesn't matter where we are on the table, it's always a cracking game, and I think today with Ramblers' form of late, it should be a pretty good game, I reckon. Yeah, it should be, and I know the Ramblers will be up and about the past Players' Day and Premiership reunions as well for, I think, 2014 reserve side's one of them, so there'll be a few young fellas up there that'll be keen to get stuck in today, I would have thought. A bit of voice around up on the hill, eh?
Pretty rowdy by the end of the day. So what we'll do, guys, is we'll jump straight into the weekly award winners. Yeah, we look at the
from last week. The Maipo played the Mallee Districts out there, and the Farm Fresh Smiley Car Wash Player of the Day went to Nick Homps from the Maipo Footy Club. The Duttons Goal of the Day went to James Conlon from Mallee Districts. McHugh's Bakery Mark of the Day, Rory Taggart from Maipo. Elders Rising Star Jordan Hine back from Sturt and playing some good footy. Murray Sales Defender of the Day Nathan Davey, recruit there from Maipo. And Anytime Fitness Incentive Award went to Jordan Hine as well. So
and we can nearly throw in a cult hero now with James Conlon, the Irishman we're calling him. So we'll move now, leading goal kicker list. Start with the league. Rory Taggart had a big day out, kicked 7 last week. He's jumped up to the top on 15. Josh Scott on 12. With Charlie Fisher and Sam Sanders from the Coorong Cats on 11 as well. Reserves, Jimmy Lawson jumped out to 19 now for the Coorong Cats. Heath Cornish, 14 for Imps, and the old legs of Flash McLaren as well with 11 for Imps.
Yeah, it's round its game next week for James McLaren too. So,
oh, beautiful.
Yeah, it's a big milestone for him. So.
Under 18s, we've got Colward on 14, Cooper and Downs on 10, with Young Long from Taylor Ben on 9. 15s and a halves, Roden with 11 from Maipo, Johnston from the Coorong Cats with 10, along with Rigney and Wilson from Taylor Bend. And then down to the under 13s, Young Manser from Imps with 9, Crane from the Suns with 9, and then West Halpin and O'Hara on 8 apiece.
Player of the Year votes from last week.
That's it.
We look at those from the Dacia Irrigation and Fodder Player of the Year. Nick Homps from Maipo got 3 votes out there against the Mallee Districts, with Rory Taggart 2, and Ethan Watkins got 1. Imps versus Taylor and Will Crane, who's leading the leaderboard at the moment with 7, got 3. Ward from Taylor Ben with his 5 goals, got 2, and Sammy Demashaw kicked 4 goals and got 1. Madden versus Coorong Cats. Coorong Cats had a big win, and Weir down there got 3 votes from the Coorong Cats. Mick O'Malley, Evergreen Mick, got 2, and O'Connor from the Coorong Cats got 1. Jervois and Ramblers, a very close game, only 4 points in that one last week. She's a ripper.
Yep.
Silverlock though, going very well, got 3. Malachi Katindri, back to Ramblers this year, got 2, and Hickmont, the half-backer, got 1 from Jervois. And as I said, the leaderboard as we go, Will Crane's on 7, Louis Demashaw and Skrypack from Manham on 6, Malachi Katindri, Weir and Silverlock on 5, and Nick Westhoff from Taylor Bend on 4.
Beautiful. So we'll jump into the Lyle Parker Club Champions, sponsored by Chemist King. And at the top there, we've got Imperials on a total of 32, Coorong not far behind on 24, Taylor 22, Maipolonga 20, Manham 18, Jervois 14, Suns 12, Mallee Districts 6, and rounding out the league is Ramblers on 4 at the moment. Alright, so new one that's come up this year is what I have learnt last week. I haven't really thought about it, so I'm going to go to Sprock. What have you learnt last week?
Last week, I probably learnt because I was away in a different state, but I was just watching through on the RMFL TV and through Player HQ that I think the Kieran Cats are probably a 5-goal better side than anyone else right at the minute. They look like they're really flying, and they're going to be very, very hard to beat, aren't they?
Yeah, it looks like it. They've obviously gone out and recruited really well over the off-season, and all reports, everyone that plays against them say they're a seriously good side.
Yeah,
so.
yes. So look forward to seeing them next week.
Yeah, I agree.
Up here at Johnston Park.
No, that'll be a good game.
Yeah.
So, no, I agree with you completely there. What I learnt from last week, roasts are back. The roast of Tom Brady. If you haven't got around that, watch that. It is absolutely hilarious. Very, very, very funny. And probably the other thing I learnt last week as well is, and to make it about today a bit too, is the Roosters are just starting to find some form and gelling, and we spoke about it in an interview later with Jared Whalen. They're just starting to get an age group of players where they're starting to get a lot of 50, 60 to 70 games, and they're coming on pretty strong. So I think we'll be in for a good game today, mate.
Very good, yes.
Yep, so we'll now move on. Speaking of interviews, Sprock, you had the pleasure to sit down with one of the stalwarts of the league, Luke Harrifield.
Yeah, I did, and yes, the interview's coming up now, so it was great. Welcome back to RMFL TV, and a special guest today from the Imperial Football Club, Imperial legend, and a great mate of mine too. We've been known each other for quite a few years. Lukey Nipper Bulldog Harrifield. How you going, mate? All right?
Yeah, very good, Spocker.
Very good. Just looked up on some Player HQ stuff. 259 games, it says. Is that about right? Pretty close.
Start of the year, about that. Yep.
And nearly 500 goals.
I didn't know that one, but yeah.
And you're originally a West Coast boy.
Yep.
So how did you get to Imperials? 2006 was your first year. So
2006. Came across and played at West Adelaide a couple of years before that, and then didn't quite get a go in the league side. So my brother Blake was at Imps.
That's right. Yeah.
And Tony Fupi come down and had a chat, and sort of only come up to play 1 or 2 games, and then maybe back to Westies. But just loved it at the club.
Because there was that connection between you and Philps, because he was at West Adelaide too, wasn't he? So was that
probably more through Blake, but I think Philps did his homework as he does. Being a school teacher, he did his homework, and come up and played down at Menengi was my first game.
What's that? Yeah.
And then never looked back.
Yeah. How do you find the competition? 18 years of playing footy up here, you think it's a good competition?
So it's probably, I don't know, it's probably going strength to strength, and obviously what these guys are doing is definitely even pulling players into the league as well, because everyone loves to play in front of a screen. So I think it's probably as strong as it's been since I've been involved with it, and obviously the extra clubs in has definitely added that extra competition. So
you love playing the game, don't you? You can't deny that. I don't know what happens when you cross the white line. You become someone a bit different, but you just love playing the game. I just looked up. You've played the RMFL side. You've played the Mid-South-East Zone side, the Eastern Zone side. You played for the Hills when you had a year at Nam Bremer.
Yep.
And the one real statistic stood out for me. You played 19 games for Nam. 13 times you're in the best players. Yeah, and I thought that's an incredible stat. Then I looked up how many times over your whole career you've been in the best players. 141 times you've been in the best players. That's an amazing record, and it's just your consistency. So what do you put that down to as your longevity in the game and week in, week out, just being able to do that?
Yeah, I don't know. I definitely do love playing. I'm not much of a watcher. I don't love watching the game, but I love playing. And I don't know, and even training. I love training. So obviously the last probably 4 or 5 years with my body, I haven't been able to train as much and work-wise.
Yep.
Obviously before that, I just love training and preparing and giving yourself the best chance to play well on a Saturday by training as hard as you can on a Tuesday, on a Thursday, going for an extra run, getting your body right, ready to play as best as you possibly can.
Yeah. I wrote down 3 words here. I'm going to build you up a little bit here. I reckon my time at Imps, I've been there longer than before you were born. But 2 blokes that stand out: courageous, yourself, and Greg Bell. You know, like Belly was super courageous too, but you are super courageous too. You just have eyes for the ball all the time, don't you? If you see a ball, it's get ball, isn't it, with you?
Yeah, I suppose I grew up being a small, skinny sort of kid, and if you didn't do it, you'd never got the ball. So.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
That's-
Yeah.
I don't know.
So you can't run around the outside all day, can
No,
you?
that's right. So it's either you put your body on the line and you don't get a kick. So
Yeah. Resilient. Like I remember only 2 years ago you broke your foot, and we thought this would be the end of his career, and you end up playing the next week.
yeah.
Yeah, you know, like.
Some people say stupid, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I just
You got a good pain tolerance, or
yes and no, but I just I don't know. I love playing and don't like letting the team down. And
Yeah.
if I think I can get through with it not hurting and still being able to have some sort of impact,
Yeah.
I'll put my hand up to play. So.
yeah. And I just mentioned before, 141 times you've been in the best players over your career. Consistency, that's an incredible achievement, and just to do it weekend. Like sometimes, being close to you at the footy club, when we don't play well, you still play well. You're always putting your hand up all the time, and obviously, like you said before, it comes back to your preparation.
Yeah. I suppose consistency is something that I've always, even when I've been captain and in the leadership groups, I've always pushed that word. It's being consistent. So like you can pick and choose when you want to go for the ball or whatnot, but the more times you're consistent, the better you're going to be over the day.
So, obviously 18 years you've been playing here, so at some stage it's going to come to an end, isn't it? So, but it looks like at the moment you're still doing well, and you've been in those best players already this year, and aspirations when you do finish playing, what?
Yeah, to be honest, I haven't really thought about it too much. Like I said, I just love playing the game, and my body's still going well enough. It's definitely slowing down, and I want to get to positions that I can't get to, so I'm screaming and yelling at the young ones to do that. But I still think I'm still playing well enough and playing a role for the team to help us win. So
Exactly right.
I don't know. I probably haven't really thought about it. I know the umpires would love me. They're always hounding me because I'm hounding them out there. They'd love me to get in an umpire. Which once I'm finished, I'm sure I'll speak to them and try and get involved that way. But even coaching, I love the game that much. It's just the watching side of things I don't love. So I'm not sure about coaching, but I'm sure I'll go down that path at some stage.
Yeah, I think you'd make a very good coach. But yeah, we were just talking off here about Dad, and he was a really good umpire. He actually come over and watched you a few times and pulled his shirt on here a few times, didn't he? So might be in the blood a little bit.
Yeah, he loves it. Yeah.
All right, we've just got a few quick pass questions, we call them. All right, so just some things that I'll just cut to this one because apart from your famous beef jerky, your chili beef jerky, which you like to give the boys,
Yep.
What's your favourite take on the food? Steak or seafood?
Definitely a steak, or a bit of both, steak and seafood. But
Yeah.
I'm always a steak man. Obviously, the beef jerky is a bit of meat, so I love my meat.
Yeah. Your favourite AFL team?
Bombers, Essendon. I've definitely been a quiet Bomber supporter since 2000 when they won it. But hopefully this year they're looking the goods to maybe make the 8 and break that long run.
Yeah. Apart from the names I gave you before, Nipper and Bulldog, what's your middle name?
Adam,
Adam, right, okay. Your best mate at the club at the minute?
at the minute. Tough one, probably Bluey Roberts. I love throwing shit at him. He loves throwing shit back at me. And
We might have to edit that, that's okay.
Yeah.
Bluey will take that on board. Mopses or jocks, that's a weird one, isn't it?
Jocks.
Yeah, right. Your favourite song or band or music? What you one of those lads that puts the earphones on and listen? No, you don't do that.
No, don't get into that. But yeah, definitely Taylor Swift. I was lucky enough to take the girls over to Taylor Swift, and it was a good concert. So yeah, Taylor Swift.
Yep. What sort of car do you drive?
Holden, Colorado.
Oh, yeah. Because you get out a bit, don't you? And,
Drive plenty of different cars. Heaps of
Yeah.
hire cars. We travel for work, so plenty of hire cars.
You wouldn't be into gaming consoles, would you? Wouldn't be able to get the left or the right
Wouldn't
circle,
even know.
would you?
Would not even know.
I won't even ask that question. We know you're married.
Yes,
Yeah.
married, Simone.
Yeah.
Puts up with a lot.
Yeah.
Yes.
And anything else you like to do outside of playing footy?
Obviously the boys are growing up now, so they're right into their fishing and kicking the football. That's probably one thing that's probably kept me in the game as well. Was every chance they get, they help me to get me out in the backyard and kick the football. So footy and fishing with those two.
Yeah. One last one I'll throw at you. Just that we seem to lack a few young ones playing the game. You got a message for those young fellas that, going forward?
Yes, it's a hard one with the game. Obviously, it's probably in the balance at the moment with what the AFL is doing, and there's so much scrutiny on the AFL with rule changes and the concussion rule and everything like that. So it is a tough one, but it's such a great game. Once you're involved, it's probably more than the game. It's mateship, it's meeting different people, learning to communicate with different people, just building those relationships. So if you get a chance, get yourself involved in a football club and see what it brings.
Yeah. Good on you, mate. All right. Well, thank you for your time, Luke.
No worries.
Good on you. And we're back to you
Thank
guys.
you.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
A big win for the club getting him over here all those years ago from over the West Coast, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
exactly. It was a huge, and I remember watching that first game down at Meningie and thought, yeah, it's like something really special, and the longevity in the game's been unbelievable. Yeah.
Incredible. He's one bloke that will play, doesn't matter what he's got wrong with him, he still puts the boots on. I remember, I think it was a 2011 grand final against us, and he played on pretty much a broken ankle down at Meningie and tore us to shreds.
Yeah,
No, incredible, great longevity, and always good for the guys to give up their time. Now we'll jump on to what's going on around the league with our Facebook slides at the moment, and Sprock, you've got imps to start.
Yeah, next Saturday is Blues Beer Fest, so there's $55 will get you an engraved mug with your name on it and your number if you played, or if you just want your name on it, you can do that, and includes your first beer next week at the footy.
Oh, beautiful. All right, I've got the Roosters. They've got a Bleasdale wine fundraiser going at the moment, so you can see there there's a order form that you can grab too, so it's getting to the end of May, so get around that. Some great wines down at Bleasdale too. The Mulberry Tree is a lovely drop.
Yes, and over at Manham they're celebrating Mitch Heward, 100 games for young Mitch. He's a club captain this year and plays some very, very good football, young man, so some good photos there for him.
Excellent. Now, out to Mypolonga. Heading out to Tailem today, and just advertising that their next home game is going to be a reunion for the 1994 Premiership team, so that'll be a huge day out at Mypo.
I'm glad we're not playing that day because they gave us a bit of a touch-up that day. So I remember that too well, right here at Ramblers Oval it was too. So, Jervois Indigenous round on the 29th of June, round 11. They've got some merchandise available, so get your orders in there if you want some of that, you Jervois people.
And then Tailem Bend on the 11th of May, which is today, of course. They've got past players and officials, Life Members Day and Premiership reunions. They've got the 54 League, 64 under-16, 74 League and 2014 under-17s teams celebrating their premierships.
Yeah, that's great, isn't it? Yep.
It's a huge day.
Down at the Curon Cats, your community club. So they've got a survey going if you want to put some information in and have your opinion on the new community centre down there at Meningie. Get on and do that for those guys.
And obviously just recognising a couple of life members that have sadly passed away for the storm in Joe Haim and Don Gogol and Russell Arbin, who have all obviously given their time and been massive contributors to football out in the Mallee, so just recognition of everything they've done, and black armbands will be worn for those two over the next couple of weeks.
And the last one, the Southern Mallee, they've put up a post here. There's going to be Mallee Highway roadworks over the next couple of months, so if you're travelling out that way to play a game of footy, allow an extra 15 minutes because you may have to stop and take a bit of a breather to get through the roadworks. So.
It's not a long enough trip out there.
No, so allow a little bit extra time going to Pinaroo Lamaroo, people.
Oh, beautiful. So what we've got now, guys, an interview with another stalwart of the league and a guy who's played 300 plus games, Jared Whalen from the Ramble Football Club. All right, and with me I've got, let's say the Ramblers legend, Jared Whalen. Thanks for coming and have a chat, Jared.
Yeah, no worries.
And just for your information, we are good mates, so this could go a bit funny, but anyway. We'll start with what's going on recent. Last week against Jervois, you guys got pretty close.
Yep.
So promising signs?
Yeah, definitely. Just trying to keep building that confidence with all the young fellas, keep them playing towards a structure, and we know when we can stick to our game plan that it works, and it was good to see last week that it held up. And I think in previous seasons when we get down it turns into a blowout, but last week we were able to push back in that last quarter and get within a kick. So although the loss was disappointing, it was definitely some good signs.
Yeah, and those young guys you're talking about, you got the Wow, Keaton Harradine, Jesse Pate, those sort of guys, they're all coming into a stage now where they've played, what, 4 seasons A-grade footy, so it's starting to get a bit more consistent.
So they're all getting up past that 50-game mark, so now we're starting to put a bit more expectation on them. Instead of them, we're asking them to step up in big moments in games, and so far this year they've held their own, which is really good.
It probably helps you out being a bit older, mate. You don't have to carry the load as much.
Yeah, I'd like to have retired to a forward line by now, but it still needed an old wise head in the midfield every now and then. So just instructing the young fellas around there is probably my main role. So,
and I think next week as well, you're going to have 2 guys come back from SANFL level to help out too, and Kai Roberts and Cody Zist. That'll help things along, I'm sure.
Yeah, hopefully. I don't know much about Cody, but from all reports, he's a bit of a classy footballer, and yeah, Kai really strengthens up our back half and can go through the midfield. So he's been a very handy pickup for us. Hopefully, we get them more than just once or twice this year. So,
and it's good to see, obviously, those 2 coming in. With recruiting as well, you've got Doc Altman and Matt Mundy doing a fair bit of work with Tony Austin behind the scenes too. Yeah.
So this year we've obviously gone down to a dedicated football department and a recruiting team. We've sort of looked back and realised that we need these dedicated areas to get them done properly. Recruiting has never been one of our strong points. We've always looked to blood youth from within. But with the way footy's going these days, you need to still have those recruits come in and shore up a few positions here and there. So with them just a couple of recruits here and there every year or so, and hopefully we can hang on to them and build something good.
No, it's good to see. And obviously today's a big day for this rivalry, Ramblers and Imps, Court and Irish Cup Day. It's always been a special day, and one that you look forward to every year, I guess.
Yeah, there's always a little bit extra. It's always nice to play for something extra on the line. So today the Cup, obviously Imp's name's printed on there quite a bit more than ours, so anytime we can get one of those back is good. So over the years it's always been a good rivalry and something everyone looks forward to. So.
And Past Players Day and Reunion Day today as well, so a big day for the club. Past Players Club is a new initiative that they've brought up the last couple of years, so just trying to get those players that have moved away from the club or aren't playing anymore still involved and come to the games. And our reunion is the first of a reserves five-peak, so 4 more of them to come after this. Which I'm sure Dutchy Holland will be right around.
Absolutely.
And just on that too, with the Past Players thing, Wayne Duthie, Ray Morris doing a hell of a job there, which is good for the club, obviously. So.
Yeah, yep.
Now, on to you, mate.
Yep.
How are you travelling? You know, you've got nearly 350 games now. And
I still have to time for one more season to get there, I think, unless we can play a couple of finals. But body's holding up, so everyone always tells you you're a long time retired, so might as well keep going until I can't contribute anymore. So.
Absolutely, mate. And what we'll do now, we'll just finish with a quick pass, as we call it, so quick 10 questions. And I already know the answer to this one. I feel sorry for you. What's your favourite AFL team?
Yeah, we've been struggling a fair bit lately, but the North Melbourne Kangaroos. So I do see some very small, bright sparks every now and then, but there hasn't been much to cheer about over the last few years. So.
All right, middle name?
This is a shocker. I'd like to thank my parents for this one, but it's Carey.
Yeah, beautiful.
Don't know why. They don't know why, but it's there. And now everyone knows it. It's no longer a drinking joke. So.
After the duck.
Yeah.
All right, best mate of the club at the moment?
Oh,
there's a lot of us in movement.
Yeah. At the moment, probably our unheralded team manager, Sebastian, would be. He's been one of my close mates for a long time, and it's I've loved having him on board and keeping him involved, being our team manager. So
yeah, does a hell of a job too, Seb. Steak or seafood?
Oh, steak every day.
Beautiful. Boxers, jocks, or commando?
Jocks.
Yeah, good.
Getting old now.
Right, any other hobbies that you've got, mate?
Not really.
Watching footy and getting on the
watching footy.
footy trips.
Yeah, mucking around with the kids, but like to have a hit of golf whenever I can, but it's about once a month at the moment with work and the family. So this time of year, pretty much work, family and footy take up the whole life. So.
All right, now, what's your favourite song of all time?
Gosh. Geez, that's a tough one. I don't know. I'm always a sucker for a bit of Coolio, Gangsta's Paradise. Anything by Linkin Park.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's too many to narrow down to just one, I think.
All good. And what car do you drive?
We'll say the Prado.
Oh, good. Favourite gaming console? This one's been thrown in there for the young fellas.
Oh gosh. Well, I'm a bit out of date. I've only got the PS4, but I reckon of all time the Nintendo 64 would have to be my favourite.
I've got a PS4 sitting collecting dust at the moment. So. And it says single or partner, but we all know beautiful wife Mandy.
Yep.
All right. So my question is going to be, who's your favourite, Tate or Skylar?
Well, this is very much depends on what the date is. Today it's both. They've both been good. So yeah, can't split them.
No, beautiful. Well, thanks for your time anyway, Jared.
Yep.
Best of luck for today, and hopefully the Chooks can hold up the Court Irish Cup at the end of the day.
Hopefully. Get some ouzo out of it.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.
No worries.
All right, and that was Jared Wayland, who did me a very good favour, being a mate of mine. I didn't get onto him until late last night, and he agreed to come in and have a chat. So
Yeah, it's nice to get the two of the old fellas from the clubs on the interview today. Like, he's another 350 odd games of footy. That's an amazing record, isn't it?
yeah, and they're both two of the toughest guys I've ever come across in football for sure.
Exactly right. Yeah.
And yeah, guys that you can definitely build your club around, and the heart and soul guys of footy clubs. So thanks to Jared and to Luke for taking the time to have a chat with us today for sure. Now, going to the tips for today's round. First game we're going to talk about, Sprott, the Suns versus the Roos out at Lameroo.
Lameroo, yeah, a bit of a trip there for the Roo boys. Yeah, a bit disappointing with the Roos last week, weren't they? After they beat Imps the week before, Kieran Cats, like I said before, very good side. But I see the Suns got Joshy Smith back in their side today, and he's a big in, isn't he? Like,
Absolutely.
he comes straight from SANFL League footy out there, so I think the Suns will be too good at home.
Yeah, I think it'll be a pretty close game. Talking to a few of the Imps guys today even about the game out at Manham. Manham have got a very, very good back six.
Yes.
So, you know, I expect the game might be played between the two 50s a bit. That's what they said happened out at Manham. And Manham will be hurt a bit after last week. The Suns haven't really got going yet this year, have they?
No.
Hopefully they can start bringing it together. I might go the Roos in a bit of an upset out
Okay.
at Lameroo today, I think.
Yep.
So, next game now. Taylor versus Maipo out at Taylor.
Yeah, well, Taylor have been around the mark all the time, haven't they? It doesn't matter who they've played, they've pushed them right to the limit. They just can't seem to finish it off, so they need to put four quarters together. Oakley, obviously, in the middle is a very, very good player, and Westhoff in the ruck is leading the way there for them. But Maipo, I think, are just a bit too polished, I think, at the moment, and they'll get the chocolates in the ends.
Yeah, watching Maipo last week, their midfield really got to work. Probably led by young Hine. He's an exceptional talent for a young kid. But, you know, Stegmaier was really good, especially in the first half. Homsch at half forward was excellent all day, and then Taggart bobbing up to kicking seven. If he's up and going, he's going to be hard to stop. So, yeah, I think Maipo will get the job done. But like you said, Taylor, they rock up to play every week. So I expect it to be probably tighter than a lot of people think.
Yeah, exactly, yep.
Now, out at Karoonda, we've got the Storm versus the Bloods.
Yeah, well, Chairboys are sort of just plugging along, aren't they? Yeah, they really haven't hit their straps, I don't think, yet. But and the trip out to Karoonda is something different for them. Might be a bit of big ground too that Chairboys aren't used to playing on. There's a big wide ground out there. So, yeah, whether the Storm can get something going and get some score on the board is probably been the biggest problem.
Yeah, I mean, their third quarter last week was electric.
Yeah.
They really come roaring back into the contest, led by my man, Jamie Conlon.
Yeah.
But yeah, their mids got to work and actually run some contested ball, and they showed that when they're playing at their best, they can probably run with anyone. Yeah. But yeah, I think it's a consistency thing for the Storm.
I think it's a wrap on the competition in whole that, you know, you've got to turn up every week to play your best foot. If you don't, you can get beaten by any side in the competition. But I think Jervois, just with their experience, Scotty up forward obviously, Tate Silverlock's in really, really good nick, isn't he? So, yeah,
absolutely.
I think Jervois will get it done.
I agree with you that. I think Jervois will get it done. I don't know. I think there's a bit of the old Central districts about Jervois at the moment. So I remember back in the day, Centrals, when they went on that run, start of the year they went really too fast, and then they just built nicely towards the back end, and come finals time they were raring to go. So I'd expect much the same from Jervois this year, to be honest.
Yes.
Now the Cats have got the bye, which is probably good for everyone else in the league, the way they're going at the moment. And then today's game, of course, the big one, Ramblers versus Imperials here at La Mesura.
Yeah, obviously, you know, the heart's with him, so that's where I'll sit, and I think they're playing okay. They had a bit of a hiccup against Melbourne. They didn't come to play, and a few different things happened that week. But I think if their mind's right and they've got the systems in place, I think they'll do pretty well today. And you know, just talking to Lukey Harrifield before, you know, they just need to bring that contested footy again, and they do that. Young Will Crane's an exceptional. You talk about Jordan Hine, both back from Sturt. Obviously had a great time down there, learning a little bit of a craft, and he's in exceptional form. So that's one Ramblers will really have to watch, with him and Penfold through the middle.
Yeah, Penfold especially, because he's a goal kicker too. He's kicked goals this year, and when he was it five the other week when we did the game against Jervois, and I think 4 last week. Or the week before, so he's one to watch. Oh, my heart probably says Ramblers, but my head says Imps. You know, just their class through the middle. They've got just their top end's exceptional. Ramblers will want to bring pressure. They want to bring heat. They do have a couple of X factors. You know, Jack Lewis up forward. If he gets going, that could be really dangerous for the Blues. But having said that too, you go down the other end, and the cousin in Sammy DiMichele, if he gets going as well and kicking them straight, he's very dangerous.
Just starting to find a bit of form too. So he got 4 last week and a couple the week before, which he probably played a different role the week before and actually played really well in that game. So.
Yeah, and I've given him a couple of pointers with his kicking too, so he's fine. But yeah, I think the Blues will get it done today. So now, probably seen a spare chair here. I haven't mentioned it for a very good reason. We've got a big special guest coming in. 2nd week in a row. He's not participating this week, but we've got a new quiz master. And that's the great Jimmy. Hey, Jim.
Put our folders away and here we go. Is there any answers in our notes here, Jimmy, at all?
No. No, I'm not going to do what Shane did once to me and gave me all the answers. and let me win, so I stitch up Matt. Test your buzzers, by the way.
All right, Butsy.
Sprott.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Good. Perfect way into it.
All right, I won't peek.
Alright, first question. What year was the Court Norris Cup first awarded?
Oh, jeez. But 94?
No?
Sprott. 83.
No. 1996.
Oh, 1996. Yes.
Alright, this is a multiple choice question. So wait for me to say all the answers before you answer the question.
Ooh, okay.
2. Cole Norris was a runner-up for the male medal in what year? A. 1932, B. 1940, C. 1961, or A. 1944.
But,
That's him.
32?
No.
61.
No.
There's a big gap. I wasn't going to go the war years because I thought there might not be. But 44. There's one left.
And there's
42.
one-
Is it 1942?
No, it was
40.
1940. It was not
40.
as last one.
Oh, okay. I couldn't remember
We'll
the.
give it this one.
I said, can we pass? That's a tough one. I didn't look up my history, Jimmy, on that one.
Yeah, good question.
3. What is the name of the street leading to the entrance to this particular ground?
But
That's him.
a bit of neighbours about it. Ramsey Street.
Yeah, yeah, point there.
You should know that. I only come here twice a year. How many
I
times
can't
you
I've
down
been
there?
here a few
Yeah, you should know.
We don't even have a road into ours, Jimmy, over there.
Yeah.
Johnston Park Drive, we call it.
We can give you any entrance, there's about 3 of them. 4. Spell La Mesure.
Oh,
All right, but so LE,
Yeah.
and then you got MESS, URIER.
Yep.
well done.
No point to you. Alright, 5. League teams from Imps and Ramblers play for what cup today?
Sprott, Court Norris Cup.
Yep, point to Sprott. 6. Name the umpire who will officiate
Spot.
his favourite game next week. Spot?
Snake Chencher.
Yep.
You should know that.
Yeah.
That one. Alright, 7. Who after 40 years of service officiated as
Spot.
league... Spot?
Kevy Davis.
He's all over me here.
He's a big one.
All homegrown questions, Jimmy.
I
Well
was going
done,
to say they're
mate.
very imspiced.
Who plays their 200th senior game for Manham today?
200 senior game. Sprott.
Sprott?
I'll say Mick O'Malley, is it?
No.
Did you say Mick Stewart played his hundreds?
Someone else plays their 200.
No idea. 200 for Manham. But I'll have a guess. The pig Crowes. No, don't know.
Yeah. Clint Warhurst was the answer.
Oh, Clint. Very good. Well done, Clint.
Yeah.
Oh.
Good stalwart.
Alright, what state or territory is the captain in today?
See you
There's two of
there.
them. There's two.
Oh, Butts. Go to the Northern Territory.
Yeah, yeah. Now,
nice
now,
clue,
now
Mary
we
Lou.
would have also accepted another answer. Injured, because he has rolled his ankle.
Oh,
He has rolled his ankle.
Get better shoes.
Hopefully he gets better.
get better, Shane.
Alright, this is who am I? Okay, this one might stump you guys a bit. Okay, born on 8th of October 1931 in Parramatta, New South Wales. Been married and divorced 3 times. Has 6 children. The youngest is Chance. Appeared on New Faces in 1971 as a tap dancing knife thrower.
Yeah.
Is
Good,
that
you.
you?
Keep
He's
going.
won Australian of the Year, is an AM, won a Golden Globe and is a Logie winner.
31.
Sprott.
Yeah.
Bert Newton.
No?
Golden Globe. That's
This next one might give it away, and if not, the one afterwards will definitely. Put another shrimp on the barbie.
Oh, Butts.
Oh.
Paul Hogan.
Yeah.
Easy.
Oh, was it?
Alright, we got a tiebreaker here.
Rightio, here we go.
We'll pick- what is the captain's Facebook page name for his holiday?
I'm not following him.
No. Sorry, Snelly, you haven't got me
No,
on.
no.
Alright, Greg. Yeah.
Oh, yes. See, I did-
Yeah.
It sounds like he's asking for people to come travelling with him.
Let's call it a draw, eh?
This probably just needs one. Who names it first? What colour does blue and red make?
Butts.
Purple.
Purple.
That's the winner.
Well done, Butchie.
Cheers.
Good work, Jimmy.
The next week officially will be able to officially make it a match quiz.
Matt Quid, Matt's
Yeah,
back
okay.
next week, so
Yeah, that'll
he's excited. He's already bailed me up about what's going on. So, no, thank you very much, Jimmy.
You're welcome.
Very good.
Thanks, Brock.
No worries, thank you.
Pleasure. Thanks for everyone for coming on, and we'll see you soon. Back for the big game between Ramblers versus Imperials here at La Measure.